Hey there viewers and welcome to Rogue Legacy 2, the sequel to, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the first true roguelite. At the very least, the first one to use the term roguelite, because prior to the release of the original Rogue Legacy, you had roguelikes like Spelunky, Binding of Isaac, and FTL, where permanent death meant just that, permanent death. No items, upgrades, abilities, or any other kind of stat boost got carried over between runs. Then along came Rogue Legacy and completely evolved the genre with more of an RPG-style system, giving you the ability to permanently upgrade your weapons, armor, damage, health, mana, classes, etc. that would persist between characters. And here it is, 8 years later, and they've released Rogue Legacy 2, which takes what made the original so great and expands upon it with new classes, new zones, abilities, NPCs, and alternate modes, including a new Game Plus challenge, and a whole host of other features. And the developers, Cellar Door Games, aren't even finished yet, as they are still in early access with more classes, zones, and features to come later this year. Now, since it is in early access, it's currently only available on PC, but once it hits 1.0, you can probably expect it to be available on all consoles. As for when that will be, I can't exactly say, but they did mention that once they hit their halfway mark of development, that they would raise their price, which they just did. It just rose from $20 to $25. Still a pretty good deal. So likely, this is just my best guess, holiday this season or maybe early next year is when you can see this coming out of early access and onto consoles. But with that out of the way, let us sire some children and see what kind of kid will be the first to breach those castle walls. The time has passed and they have not returned. The estuaries have decayed. The kingdom demands deliverance. Sign the contract. And your children shall succeed you. Now, saying that out loud, it kind of probably doesn't make a lot of sense to people who have never played or seen Rogue Legacy. So, how this game works, like the gameplay loop for this, is that I'll actually say that as soon as the intro finishes. Once you cast off, there is no turning back. Alright, so how the game works, the gameplay loop for this roguelike, can we swim? Okay. Is that you start off by choosing 2, maybe 3 different characters who will have a class and a, not necessarily curse, because it's not always a downside. Sometimes it's stuff like colorblind or, I don't know, dyslexia, where things are just jumbled up, the words are jumbled up. We've managed to cross the waters undiscovered. A few guards patrol the west walls, but we were able to remove them without raising a signal. At sundown, we'll start ascending the wall. Provisions should be waiting for us at the top. J. So you'll start off by choosing one of 2 or 3 characters. They'll have a, let's say, quirk. A class and a quirk. So it'll be something like Fire Mage combined with, well, let's say colorblind, where everything will be black and white. Or it'll be a Dragon Knight combined with Gigantism, which means they're going to be 3 times the size, but also 3 times the hitbox. We've bunkered in here for the past days as Z and her spies prep the west wall. They've rigged the trapdoors ahead so we can open them from below. Tonight we make our move. There are heavier patrols ahead, but with all the fighting at the bridge, there should be no time for reinforcements. Okay, so down and X to jump. Go through wall platforms. Trying to use your class talent. Okay, so this guy has a shield. That, I believe, is new to this game. That each class actually has a specific talent that they can use. What was this? Ah, okay, so that's kind of your Shovel Knight or your Scrooge McDuck downward jump. Oh, those things, okay. Interesting. And after you choose your character, you then proceed to... Oh, another one up here. The diving bell cables we needed to pass the interior ramparts were waiting for us just like Z promised. But our scouts underestimated how much we'd need. We're short of a few hundred feet. Looks like we'll have to get creative with this one. You'll then spend your gold from the previous run on your skill tree. Ah. where you can upgrade stuff like your strength, your mana, you can unlock NPCs. Can I, like, avoid that spike? Okay, so quickly dodge out of that. Got it. You can unlock NPCs and other type of features in your giant skill tree. Okay. Looks like I've underestimated Z and her charisma again. Below me, I can see the heads of all the misfits that have joined our ranks. When did so many rebels join? From here, it seems like an endless sea. This was supposed to be a suicide mission meant for only a few. She unknowingly rallied these souls to a lost cause, and my mistakes keep growing. Where was the NPCs? You can actually choose to upgrade your equipment, like your weapons, your armor, your relics, which also have an additional effect to your stats, including stuff. How do you dash? R2. In addition, wait, what? You have to be standing. You can't do it from air. Right, you cannot dash in air. Including stuff like that, where you could dash in air. That's only R2. Nope, you have to... I was in air. Okay. But some of those relics have additional powers, like double jump, triple jump, additional dashes, temporary flight. And this is all based on Rogue Legacy 1. I assume a lot of it's going to be similar in this game, too. This is at the end of the line. Below us, there's a trick door which can only be opened with magic. Z says it should lead us straight to the estuaries. So this is it. Tonight we live and die with the sins I've committed. And after you've chosen your different... Circle to spend mana and cast your spell. Restore mana by attacking enemies. Okay, so that's a new feature as well, I believe. And then your skill is free. It doesn't cost any mana to use. Oh. Trick doors only appear when struck by a circle spell or triangle talent. L1 can also be used. Okay, so downward strike that way. And after you've chosen your gear and your relics and all that, you go into the actual dungeon, the castle, and you proceed through an actual normal run, where you'll be fighting through 4 different zones. 5 in this game, 4 in the original. That's gonna get so hard to memorize. And here's your portals where you can actually fast travel to and from each location. The throne room doors are currently sealed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bosses that they currently have right now. You hear 1,000 whispers but can't make out a voice. And one of the things that makes this game unique is that after you kill a boss, the bosses stay dead. They do not actually re-roll when you re-enter the dungeon. Alright, get our shields ready for this. Now, do these grow back, or are they permanently destroyed once you break them? They seem not to respawn, so I think we're safe. We good? Crumbling platforms. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, so coins do disappear if you leave the map. Noted. Oh, that's got good splash damage. Should probably practice with that shield, too. So you'll be going through the dungeon like this, fighting enemies, collecting chests, which may have armor in them, or relics, or money. Certain rooms have specific challenges like don't get hit, or clear all baddies. And they'll give you rarer, was it fairy chests, I believe, in the original game? Which have better armor. Right, remember the Scrooge McDuck jump. Downstrike. You know, take your pick. Either Shovel Knight or Scrooge McDuck. Both work. If you can time this, you can continually jump on certain actual platforms later on. that require it to traverse, like, different puzzles. And I believe there's actually upgrades that you can get for armor or relics that increase your damage for downward strikes, which I kind of liked in the first game. But yeah, there's a massive skill tree that you can actually upgrade after you die, only after you die. I remember in the original game, tilted portraits meant enemy, but I guess not right now. Okay, I think that purple up there means special chest. No. But yeah, you also want to make sure you destroy everything in sight. Because you can farm quite a bit in this game and become incredibly overpowered to the point where enemies are completely trivialized. Again, something I did in the original game. That's gonna break the entire platform, so... Yeah, I'm getting low on health, so if I can find some wall chicken, that'd be nice. Which reminds me, there is a oh, that only breaks when you jump. Okay. Noted. There is a trait you can get for some of your descendants where they're actually afraid of chicken, and the chicken you find will actually turn into living chicken that'll attack you, so be aware of the different traits you pick up on your ancestors. Beautiful piece of weathered leather. Are we? No. Is that the first boss already? You hear 1,000 whispers, but can't make out a voice. We heard that one already. Wait a second. Can I... I bet if I had a dash, I could light them both. And it would do something special, wouldn't it? Like, give me a special chest? Well, I don't think we're ready to fight boss number 1 just yet. Well, here I think is that thing I mentioned before where don't get damaged. Now, we did learn that as soon as you get hit, you can air dash? Or at least dodge out of the way. But do I want to do that for that one chest? I don't know if I do. I don't think it's worth the risk. So we're going to actually explore just a little bit more. Maybe we can max our health back out. Go back to full health. Right, we've got shields. Use the shields. Take advantage of it. That's our class perk. I don't necessarily need to be doing downward strike. I can press L1 and it has the exact same effect. There's a little bit of health. What are you? A saber. Switch gear and gain 10% weapon damage. Reduce resolve by 35 points. Quick strike, deadly combos. Air attacks can combo into ground attacks. I mean, that's not too slow, but 10% weapon damage would be nice. I have no idea what resolve is, but I'll take it. Just out of curiosity, I'll take it. Okay, quite a bit faster. Our resolve is now down to 165, whatever that means. And I think this is zone number 2, and I'm not quite ready for that. Yeah, Axismundi. If this is anything like the first game, enemies will level up quite fiercely in the future zones. Agartha Gatehouse. Do not leave your queue or you will be arrested. Do not remove the armband or you will be arrested. Do not speak to the estuaries or you will be arrested. Return before nightfall or you will be arrested. So, just steal a little bit of cash and actually kind of go back, because I'm afraid of this area. However, without an air dash, I can't actually reach that, and I can't get whatever's in there. I see a door. I want that door. But I don't have the jump height or dashes to get up there, so maybe later. Yes, more chicken. Alright, I think we can attempt the boss. Let's not attempt the boss just yet. There's a few more rooms we can explore. Ow! That was a stupid mistake. Why did I do that? Now I'm back down. I could have gone there with 130 health. Wait, did coins disappear? Oh, I'm not going after that. Forget that. So we did lose a bit of damage by picking up this saber. Ow! Downward strikes are weak too, only 6 damage. Again, I should... another one of these, okay. Combat roll. Switch gear and gain 5% spell and weapon damage. Reduce resolve by another 35. Dodge past foes, projectiles, and responsibility with ease. Recharges over time. Immune while rolling. Well, I'm taking that. I don't know what the difference is. In fact, how do I roll? Oh, triangle. Oh, that replaced my shield. Well, I wasn't really using it anyways. That's fine. So we now have a resolve of 130. Again, whatever that means. You hear 1,000 with... Okay, so again with that. I assume eventually it's going to make sense. Don't want to risk too much, that's the thing. Oh, that's got range on it, too. Alright, I think we can go after... One more room. Nope, you cannot bounce off of fireballs. Noted. And he didn't actually take full damage. Probably because he's a fire mage. Makes sense. Okay, good. Enemies can take environmental damage. So if I push him into spikes, that's a way to kill him. Alright, we're pushing too far. Let's go for the boss. Let's at least see what he looks like. Oh, we probably won't survive him. I can guarantee you that now. Alright, let's go to... Did we not have a teleporter to the boss? I thought we did. I guess we have to go back to the entrance first. Could have sworn there was an... Wait, I'm guessing you have to actually... Oh, no, there is. Okay, that was weird. So you have to go back to your hub area, or back to the main gate before you can do that. Well, with 23 health, we're dead. But we can at least see... Nope, the throne room doors are currently sealed. Never mind. I thought that was going to be the boss. Or if it is, we can't currently access him. Maybe we have to get the dash ability first before they let us. Now, I do know in the original there were actual skills you could get. No, that's going to go to the next zone. We're not ready for that. Kind of a Metroidvania style thing where you would actually gain abilities that would help you. The Stygian Study, they would actually help you progress through the areas. And again, I have to assume it's similar to this as well. Alright, where have we not explored? There's this big portion right here. Maybe what we're looking for is in here? Well, if it was, we're dead now. So, death number 1. Lady Alex has been slain by a scout. All enemy attacks can be fully avoided if you're having trouble practice dodging without fighting. Oh, I just made a huge mistake there. Alright, so we managed to gain 1,370 gold, which we can now spend, I believe, on the skill tree. And here are 3 ancestors, our 3 heirs we can choose from. All 3 of them are knights, mainly because we haven't unlocked anything in the skill tree. The only difference between these 3 is Lightning Storm, Fireball, and Searing Shot. We've seen Fireball. What's his trait? An Ectomorph. Does that mean he's tiny? Ectomorph might mean tiny. But I want to try Lightning Storm. Let's go for this one. And here's where the skill tree starts. Traits now give gold modifiers. Welcome to the future. Your kingdom has decided to tax the rich to care for the poor. A contentious decision for sure, but let's see how it pans out. Certain traits now give gold bonuses. And what does this require? Your mana must be at least level 12, so we need at least 12 more levels before we can do that one. And we can't upgrade this any further, just one? Right. Alright, so we can now have archers. Unlocks the ranger class. Bows for foes. Rain down the pain and fletch foes from afar with an assortment of arrows. Rangers can't take a lot of hits, but they don't have to when they're shooting enemies from 1,000,000 miles away. Oh, so you can actually instantly switch over to a different class. Interesting. You know what? We had the knight last time. Let's go for a ranger class. Let's practice with this guy. Foundation. A good home needs a good foundation. Unlocks the blacksmith, and this is where you can actually equip your various armor and weapons. The smithery is open. What the blacksmith lacks in creativity, he makes up for in age. Gather blueprints for him, and he'll strain his tired bones to the limit in order to craft you the most exquisite armaments you've ever seen. The Enchantress Quarter. Lure the most capable Enchantress with the Palace of Pillows. I don't actually know what this one is. Don't let her height fool you. The Enchantress is smaller than she looks. Okay, runes. This is where you can get additional abilities like double, triple jump, double air dash, temporary flight, stuff like that. Find runes for her, and she can imbue you with magical powers, granting you the ability to siphon life from your foes, redirect damage, and improve your magical repertoire. The Sage Totem. Learn from your ancestors' past mistakes and gain permanent bonuses for dying. Unlock Mastery rank. This is new. The Sage Totem is a repository for knowledge. Every warrior is bound to them, allowing their final lesson to be passed on to others. You now gain Mastery experience with each class. Gain experience points to rank up and earn permanent stat bonuses. That is new. So the more you play a specific character, the better they'll be. Gives you a reason to try out the different classes. Alright. Etching Chambers is locked at level 18, so we can't do that yet. We're currently level 6. Let's just upgrade everything we can right now. Bring Lady Quinn down to the docks so she can teach you sick moves. Unlock the training dummy. I think this is just basically something to attack and test your damage skills on. Well, I'm about 15 minutes in the game. We've only died once. I love the original, so I'm sure I'm going to love this one too. Lady Quinn loves everything about fighting except causing pain. She became a living training dummy and now teaches everything she knows all day long. Lady Quinn can teach you advanced combat maneuvers down by the docks. Now, again, in the original game, it was just a way to see how much damage you dealt. Alright, improves max HP. One of everything, and unlocks the Mage class. To cast a spell, one must learn how to word it up. Beards are mandatory, kind of like dwarves. Masters of magic, mages have tapped into the primal elements that govern this world. But all that studying has its side effects. Firstly, one must always tote the sickest of beards. And that's it, no more side effects. But we just switched the archer, so we're going to hold off on the mage. Building castles is tough. Labor costs rise with each upgrade, making each purchase slightly more expensive. Consider how you spend your money, but don't worry too much. Inflation can easily be overcome by farming. I mean, we still got 370. Increases health gain from meat. Sandpits, a great place to get in practice with heavy and dangerous weaponry, plus it doubles as a playground. Unlocks Valkyries. I may not actually want to upgrade that just so I can do that next run. Do I want to just upgrade my health as much as possible right now? Maybe a little bit of mana? Let's upgrade our health just a bit more. 215. I mean, that would pretty much bankrupt us. No, let's do that. So now level 3 on max HP, I believe would be, what, 30? I doubt it's going to be just plus 3. Alright, here we go. Major changes to game balance in the Drifting Worlds. Okay, so this is just telling you what's going on with the recent updates of the game, because it is still in early access. Don't really need to read that, because this is our first time playing, so that doesn't mean much to us. Yarr, thanks for helping me build my black shop, kid. I ain't got a lot to my name, but I promise you, your investment into this here blacksmithery will pay off black wisely. I can't make much right now, because I don't have any blueprints, but if you and me work together, boy, we can start making some unimaginable things. And I mean that literally. Got me some of that Fantasia. Can't see no pictures up at this noggin. That's why I need those blueprints. So here's the deal. You get me the blueprints and I'll charge you money to make them. It's a win-win. I win because I get free blueprints, then I win again because I get a customer. Now let's stop dilly-dallying and let me show you what I got in the black back of this black shop. Yeah, we managed to collect quite a bit of money on our first run. And a few leather upgrades as well. Although we are flat broke, so we can't really afford anything. How much is the leather helmet? 250, yeah, we can't afford any upgrades, or any actual armor. But what does it do? Vitality plus 2. And the leather band is armor plus 2 and dexterity plus 2. So yeah, you're definitely going to be managing your money, not always spending it on the skill tree. Commands, buffs, and you. Commanders are special soldiers that roam the kingdom's many regions. All commanders are extra durable with 200% more health than the regular soldiers. Commanders also have a buff that grants them special abilities. Oh, this is just going to tell me on the different enemies, isn't it? So Massive, the commander is larger, has much more health. Agile, currently disabled. Blocker. We'll learn a lot of this as we play. Status effects in you, armor, armor break, magic, frozen, burn. Spore burst, mana leech. Sorry, suave, cloaked. Combo, knockout. Wait, knockout. Enemies that are currently knocked out deal damage to all other enemies they touch and destroy most incoming projectiles. For every stack of combo a knockout enemy has, increase the damage they deal by 30% of your intelligence. Oh, that sounds a little complicated. Okay, so I can't go up there yet. Hello, this is a nifty dock you have here. My name is Lady Quinn, and I'm excited to meet you. I'm a living dummy, and I know everything about weapons and stuff. I love everything about them, so if you have questions, just ask. I could talk your butt off about them, and who knows, maybe you can learn a trick or two. Sorry about the stutter. It gets worse when I'm feeling shy. Oh, okay, well, nice talking to you. Now you can just attack this person. Okay. Oh, that's a slow attack. If you miss... Okay, so you can actually aim. I believe in the original game you couldn't actually do this. It was kind of more of a charge shot. So if we can increase weapon attack speed, that would be nice. Okay, who else is left? Ooh, Ducky, thank you so much for this extravagant tent. The ancient cough flowing through this is so immense it's making me dizzy. Just kidding, I saw the price tag. You suck. And the only thing making me dizzy are the fumes from all the cleaning agents I had to use. Couldn't you get a girl anything better? Well, beggars can't be choosers, so I've decided not to be poor anymore. Now let's talk about magic with a capital M for megabucks. Cause let me tell you, Ducky, enhancements ain't cheap. Go bring me some of those sweet rune stones, and I'll bring you dancing around with a capital D. For diarrhea, because of all the side effects. Duh. So we got Lifestone, and I just slipped right into that voice with her. Cost 750, but we can actually take vitality from enemies, so yeah. I think in the original game it was like vampiric runes. And another one of these people. Behold! I am the sacred totem, and now you are bound to me. All of your knowledge will be housed within my spirit wood. To gain mastery in one of my professions is to gain advantage in all. What we share is knowledge. What we share in knowledge makes us strong. That is all. While you're still here, my monologue is over. I'm bad at idle banter. Mondays, am I right? Alright, so the only character we've actually used is the Knight. Okay, so there are the actual upgrades for each character. The Knight gets equipment carrying capabilities. The Ranger is strength, which is a little odd. I would think dexterity for him. And the Mage is intelligence, which makes sense. Oh, so this is good. Now, in the original game, one of my biggest, like, negative remarks about the original game, one of the things I hated the most about the original Rogue Legacy was the Architect. There was a lot of features about Rogue Legacy that changed roguelikes into roguelikes. The whole permanent upgrades, you know, you can upgrade your strength, you can upgrade your dexterity, your health, you can unlock new characters, you can continually upgrade your character, which sticks with you. The one thing I did not like about the original Rogue Legacy was the Architect, because he pretty much disabled what was left of the rogue-like elements of the game and locked down your castle, meaning that the castle was no longer randomly generated. You could pay the Architect like 50% of your income on your next run, and he would give you the exact same castle layout you had in your previous run. That completely just nullified the entire point of playing a roguelike. I mean, you want to play something brand new. You want a new experience. You want a new map. You want new enemies. You want something new to explore. But the Architect kind of ruined that by allowing you to just play the exact same map over and over again. So I'm actually really glad that the Architect is now gone. One must pay the toll. Give all your gold to enter the castle, right. You don't think you've used the Architect at all? Yeah, I didn't like the Architect in the original game. It like I said, it defeated the entire purpose of playing a roguelike. Currently sealed. So yeah, you have to beat off. That's going to be taken out of context. You have to beat the 6 different bosses before you can finally unlock that. Okay, so 33 damage. I believe it was 26 with the warrior. Audrey? Mini Audrey. Okay, so that's going to take some getting used to, but you can attack in mid-air. What I would like to see is maybe slow down a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I would really like to be able to see more slowdown on this. That's going to get me killed. Because I'm going to fall right on enemies so many times. Okay, so he's got Thunder, which seems to be very close range. Probably not great for this character. And his Triangle... Ow. Yeah, that's a close-ranged ability. Okay, so that creates platforms. I can see that actually being very useful. And you've beaten the original. Yeah, so did I. Although, again, like I mentioned earlier, the thing I did with the original was I farmed a lot. I actually got myself to be incredibly overpowered by just... Oh, I'm not going to get that. Yeah, that's going to actually save me quite a bit if I take advantage of that. I made myself a little bit too powerful in the original game by just constantly farming the different enemies. Farming a lot is always important. Yeah, it's the same way with a lot of not roguelikes, with a lot of RPGs, like Tales of Symphonia, which is something I did in that game. Like, I believe there was a dragon cave that you would go in, and every time you killed the dragon, you get like 2 levels every time you killed him. You like to over-level? Yeah, me too. This letter is old, but carefully preserved. Jay, the rumors are true. The golden gates are real, and I found them! The gates will only open when all the Este areas have gathered together. I know it sounds crazy, but I have a plan to save everyone. But I can't do it by myself. I need your help and some people I can trust. But yeah, in Tales of Symphonia, there was a dragon cave. Every time you killed the dragon, you gained about 2 levels. And I did that, and I became incredibly overpowered. I think I was like 20 or 30 levels over every single other enemy in the game. Trivializing it. I've done that for so many other RPGs too, but for other RPGs, it's mostly because I'm doing side quests. Nope. Oh no. Yeah, this guy's dead. Very squishy. XL? Nope. McRib. Only for a limited time. No, you have to be really close for that lightning to take effect. I don't know what he just did, but it looked like he was about to do something new. Jen, a lot of other RPGs, a lot of that grinding is primarily because of side questing and trying to do everything in the game. Sir Caleb has been slain by a Ember Hatchet. Death number 2. Like I said, get the death counter ready. There's going to be a lot of that in this game. Death number 2. We didn't even get that much money. 560? Alright, so we've unlocked the Mage. I guess we can use him now. And by choosing him, we get a bonus of 25 coins. So this is kind of like Hades in that... In Hades, you chose a specific weapon, it would give you a bonus Dark Crystal or Darkness. In this game, if you choose a specific character, you get bonus money. Very nice to see. So he's nostalgic, plus 25% gold. And it looks like it's a sepia-toned little icon, so maybe the entire game's going to be in sepia-colored? And then Antique. Incandescent Telescope. Resolve. I mean, that's kind of off-screen. I can't really read that completely. Bookish. Play this character to reveal that... I don't know what Bookish would be. Plus diamonds? 11B muscle fibers. Oh, so unique. Well, no, we're going to choose the Mage, because we just unlocked this guy last run. And we have very limited money, only 560, so we're not actually going to buy anything. Yep, everything's going to be sepia. Nostalgic plus incandescent telescope. Everything is old-timey. Ain't nothing quite like the smell of a forge in full below, kid. Or the coal and melted iron. The sweat smells like memories. It also smells a little toxic, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, as you play the characters, they actually level up and you gain kind of a prestige type thing with them. So, for 250 we can get plus 2 health. And plus 100% resolve? Sure. And then leather band. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, let's go for the rune first. Because I would like lifesteal. Oh, we couldn't afford it. 750. Okay, leather it is. We're going to be a leather daddy. So we've got that. And I guess a leather band we cannot afford. 425. Can we go back up to the skill tree? Okay, we can. Good. Cost 300, we have 310. This is just enough. Sure, do it. So, how many points did we actually get off of that? By playing the Ranger... This knowledge I've retained. By playing the Ranger... Oh, it's still at level Z, where we can't actually see the experience points right here. I was kind of hoping we could. But it was like 900, I believe. Alright, Mage it is. Yeah, you can take my 10 bucks. All 10 of them. Practically broke. Wait, no, we want to break everything because we need the money. See? 12 coins right off the bat. We're right off the bat. Alright, so good news, it doesn't actually cost mana to do his base attack. That's actually really good. I was kind of worried about that for this character, because I believe in the original, even when you chose a mage character, every attack used mana. And they kind of countered that by allowing mana to recharge every time you attacked. Oh, I like this character. Much faster with his ranged attacks. Better than the archer. However, what does triangle do? Okay, there's a cooldown on that shield. It does considerable damage, to be honest. In fact, it does more than my base attack, which is good. And then Fireball, we already know what that does. No, that's a different kind of Fireball. That's more of a Fire Blast. Now, one thing I am noticing is you can't actually aim as the mage, unless I'm mistaken. Like, I'm trying to aim upwards and it's not letting me. So unless I've got something messed up here, and it's mouse only, and they haven't enabled it for controller, I can't fire upwards. I have to constantly jump for this guy. Well, that can reach him. That's an alternative. So do this from range. Let me actually test that with mouse. No, even with mouse you can't aim upwards, so this guy is locked to only firing in 2 directions. The leather sword, a beautiful piece of weathered leather. Say that 5 times fast. Weathered leather. Actually, a lot of people do that for vocal warm-ups. Weathered leather. Don't know where I heard that before. Again, be careful where you jump. Yeah, I think the very first thing I'm buying is that... The very first rune I'm buying is that vampiric rune. Wait a minute, that was actual burn damage. He continued to take damage there. Okay. Wait, no, don't. Don't leave the room. As we've learned, money disappears when you leave the room. It does not stick in the map. Now, am I willing to change weapons on this guy? Shockwave. Switch gear and gain 10% magic damage. 10% magic damage would be nice. But I would be losing my current shockwave, my Mirror Force? I don't know what that's called. Does the game actually tell me what it's called? My Wind Wall. Hold to aim. I can actually aim this thing. Well, yeah, I can. I see the little arrows right there. That dotted line. Maybe I don't want Shockwave. I mean, 10% damage is nice, but... You know what? Nothing venture, nothing gain. Let's go for it. Just to experiment. Blast enemies away with an audible wave. Hold to aim goes through walls. Okay, so we lost our Fire Blast, which is fine. I wasn't really a fan of that one. Ooh. This is going to be like Binding of Isaac, isn't it? Where you have to choose between the two? Or is it going to be like Hades, where I get one, have to fight a wave of enemies, and then get the other one? We'll see in a second. A primer on Relics and Resolve. Oh, here we go. Relics are artifacts which grant powerful abilities to the user, but require Resolve to wield. Those strong in Resolve, 100% or more, have shown no physical or mental benefits in combat. Those strong in Resolve have shown no physical or mental benefits. Okay, so as long as I'm over 100, I don't actually get any benefit. Conversely, those low in Resolve have displayed signs of ailing health. Also, the amount of armor our soldiers wore drastically changes their resolve. The heavier their soldier, the less confident they were in their capabilities. So, the Zealot's Ring costs 25, will be down to 125. Or the Catalyst. I like the sound of that. That sounds powerful. I'll take it. Deals 20% bonus damage to enemies with a status element. So if I'm already dealing fire damage to them, then that's free 20% damage to them. Okay. That doesn't sound like any sort of downside. I like it. But we need to test it to be sure. So this is like in Rogue Legacy 1 where you need to pay attention to the actual map. As you can see, there's actually this area looks a lot bigger than it actually is, which means down jump? Nope. How about a fire blast? No. Where do I do a downward jump? I mean, this thing right here looks cracked. In fact, when I'm doing a downward jump, my jump is kind of stunted, so if I aim and do this, there we go. That's why it's important to pay attention to your mini-map. The secrets aren't so secret in this game. The black roots keep growing. They're everywhere now. The guards continuously cut them down, but they keep growing back. I swear the land is reacting to our pain. The more people we lose, the thicker the black roots seem to grow. Sorry I've been missing our meetings at the Golden Gates. The Estiaries demand the impossible. They raise our work hours and they tax us incessantly. And when people complain, they are arrested. So many friends are gone, Jay. You have no idea what it's like over here. The kingdom has become a powder keg, just waiting to explode, and it's our job to light it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Jay. We can do something. We can save everyone. Z. So Z is very hopeful. Okay, so here's the challenges I mentioned before. Don't get hit. Probably not very likely. Okay, flip the switch there. Fairy chest. No, no! I can't do it down... Okay, there's the downward strike and I missed it. Had I remembered... Well, I was going to be screwed anyways. So there goes that fairy chest. It gets burnt. And we can no longer get it. So that was one of the benefits of actually locking down the castle in the original game. If you missed a fairy chest, you could go back and then get it that way. But again, that kind of defeats the entire purpose of a roguelike or a roguelite. When the maps are no longer randomly generated, all you're left with is kind of just an RPG. It's not a roguelike anymore. Or roguelite. Wait a minute, what's over... Why is that... That looks like a chest. No, that's the door. Never mind. There's actually a lot of contention in the rogue community for what makes a roguelike versus a roguelite. Like, there are purists out there who say the only thing, or the only way something is a roguelike is if it's a turn-based 2D game where enemies move at the exact same time as you, which would mean that games like Spelunky aren't technically roguelikes, or FTL aren't technically roguelikes. Which I would wholeheartedly disagree with. Like, for me, what makes a roguelike is the permadeath aspect. Oh, here we go. Is this what we were missing 2 runs ago? Oh, who here has stumbled into my abode? Sweet child, hast thou lost thine way? I am Enk of the Shawl. I am an heirloom, an item of immeasurable power, and I can grant my powers to those I deem worthy. Those who typically seek me are hardened, powerful warriors, but you, my dear child, are soft and pay. I'm only a little bit fat. Very pudgy, screw you. I only had 1 extra pudding. Inside me lays the power of momentum. Conquer my challenge and my power is yours. But I warn you, child, the dangers are real and the consequences severe. You will regain all HP and mana, sure. Yeah, in the original game, there were things like this where you could actually gain permanent upgrades. Like dashes or double jumps. So, okay, here it is. The air dash. So now I believe... Ow, okay, don't jump too high, noted. We should be able to light that one torch, which might actually allow us... Oh god. To enter that one door. Because I think that's what was preventing us before, the fact that we didn't have the... Ow! The ability to light both torches. No, no, no. So the good thing with this fire attack is that we're constantly regaining mana. Okay, cooldown. No, okay, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that ability. Oh, I missed out on my mana. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna die here. No, no, no. Come on, kill him. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of damage, but still. Wait, this might actually be the best way to do this. Because I don't need to worry. Oh, I'm out of mana, never mind. So I have to time this. Nope, it didn't work. Come on, don't kill me, don't kill me. How on earth? Wait, I can do it from here. Go through walls. Yes. Good. How many more rooms, though? More mana, more health, please. You dash in the direction you're moving, 2-button dash, and more tweaks can be found in the game's settings. No thanks, I like the way this works. No! Oh god. I'm about to die. I don't know how that worked. Right. Dash immediately when you're out of that. Well, had I known, I could have prevented that damage. Can you look down? Okay, you can look down with the right stick. I completely forgot what I was talking about a second ago. Right, about the differences between roguelikes and roguelikes. A lot of roguelites, a lot of people... Oh, there we go, we got it. Seem to think that things like Dungeons of Dreadmore or Swords of the Star of the Pit are the only true roguelikes, because enemies move the same time as you. Congratulations, sweet child. You have proven yourself worthy. Now come and claim your inheritance. The power of momentum, and let our souls bind together. Sweet, permanent air dash. You can now dash in the air. New roads traveled. Well, we're probably about to die here, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Instantly, we're dead. But at least we got the air dash, so a little bit of progress there. We didn't quite level up. Almost, though. 1,500 of 1,750. And very little money, 420. Nice. I think we do the Mage again, because I kind of like that build. And he's got no traits, and none of these guys give a bonus gold. Skeleton key, though. Disattuned. He's got a small heart, maybe smaller hitbox? No, we're gonna go back to the Mage. We're gonna do this one again. Level up at least one of these people. We got 420. What can we buy? We can buy a leather weapon? We got it costs 300. This is 350. So either 4 armor or 2 strength. For a mage, I don't think that really matters, so... Leather chest. I don't think we can afford anything else, can we? That's 385, 155, 130. Yeah, no. Oh, hello. Increase XP gain. Oh, for 1,300, that's expensive. Okay, so make sure we have 1,300 if we want that EXP gain. Another run. Was this like 4 or 5 descendants now? Told you, we're gonna be dying quickly in this game. Going through them lives. But yeah, a lot of people consider only games like Rogue, that are very much like Rogue, to be roguelikes. Anything else is a roguelite. I completely disagree with that. I don't think that's right. I think as long as there's a permadeath aspect and you don't retain stuff like your abilities, or you don't retain... no, this is why you gotta be careful. There are spikes oh my god. As long as there's no way to have permanent upgrades, then I consider that to be a roguelike. We can't actually destroy this, can we? I'm missing every single time, so it's hard to say. Nope, can't destroy it. We should be able to at least jump off of it, though. Like, most of the games I've done this year have been roguelites. Like Hades, roguelike, because you had that mirror that you could upgrade your... Did I really miss that? You had the mirror in Hades you could upgrade your stats with, or your weapons, you could upgrade that. A bunch of other upgrades. There was an architect in Hades that you could upgrade future runs with. What else? What else did I play this year? Griftlands had a currency thing where you could upgrade future runs. We never died in Griftlands, but I do know there was a currency thing in that game. Son of a... So weak, we need more magic damage. Increase magic damage, please. Oh, I need that money. I desperately need the coins in this. Get it, get it, get it! Right, we have air dash now. Make sure I'm actually using that. Eat it. Eat it, Skelly. Huh? Wait, what? That was a puzzle. Destroy all targets, no jumping. Crap. I mean, I could have done this. Had I actually read that this was a fairy challenge, I could have done it easy. Son of a... Well, there goes that fairy chest. Can I can't do it again, can I? Leave, re-enter. Nope, you can't do it a second time. Makes sense. Oh my god. Burn! He didn't actually take any damage from that. He is immune! Immune, I say! What other games have I done this year? Okay, so we could actually go for the boss if I wanted to. The Scholar Helm, a simple outfit worn by the acolytes up in the study. Leather cape, a beautiful piece of another weathered leather. So if I had to guess... Okay, maybe not. Unless I need to be a lot quicker with this. No. I'm sure that's what this is. There we go, I was just too slow. Okay, got it. Insight Resolve, lighting the way. Entrance unsealed. Lamech's throne. Are we ready for boss fight number... Well, not in my current health. Let's actually heal up a little bit, if we can. Oh, another one of these. Consume Nectar, restores 25 or 75 health and 225 mana. Cover both body and mind, or... Increase maximum health by 30, but take 59... You know what? I'm taking this. I don't... Do we gamble? Okay, what's up here? Nope. Boss fight. We're gonna do the boss fight. We're gonna at least see what he looks like. We'll probably die. But I would like to at least see what he looks like. Wait a minute, you were the main boss of the first game. Estiary Llama. Yeah, you were the main bad guy for the first game. Now you're just a base enemy? Or the first boss? Oh my god. Okay, this was a mistake. I knew I shouldn't have done this. I don't remember your attack patterns. Oh no. This is why you level up. No way I was dodging that. Wow, okay. Well, we didn't really get much money either. But intelligence plus 1%, so we leveled up a little bit. There's at least that. Quick death. Slain by Estiary Lamek.